Now this one's about Roe versus Wade. A lot of black people in an uproar. They mad. They got it's about to get overturned and this and that. What they don't understand is we're the ones that's getting the worst of that decision. We're the ones getting destroyed by that decision, right? 35% of white people get abortions. 40% of black people account for abortions. And we're only 14% of the population. Do you know how huge that is? Way more black people get abortions than white people. And white people are the majority. There's way more white people than us. Then on top of that, we're only 14%. And for us to account for 40% means that we're getting hit the hardest, right? 35% of white people getting hit. They're the biggest population in America, so that they can stomach that. We can't stomach that, right? We're gonna be extinct one day, right? We got all these problems. We got us killing us. We got bad foods killing us. We got tobacco killing us. We got alcohol killing us, and we got abortions killing us. And on top of that, police killing us. So like, we getting hit from all angles. We getting hit from all angles, right? And a bunch of black people is mad that it's about to get overturned and this and that. Now, the Roe versus Wade was a case that happened in Texas. It went to the Supreme Court, but the a lady was suing a Texas law that stopped her from getting abortions. Only you can only get abortions if you was raped, incest, or the baby was threatening your life. If it wasn't none of those three, you couldn't get an abortion, right? So she took it to court, and the court sided with her, saying that okay, a woman should have the right to kill her baby whenever she wants. But they gave her viability, which is around like 20, 24 weeks, which they basically say that's when the baby's a baby. But they basically made it legal to kill a baby whenever you want. They left it up. They said the states can enact a law to kill the baby. The states couldn't enact a law to kill the baby in the first trimester or the second trimester, but they could do it in the third trimester. Basically, meaning you could kill the baby whenever you want, as long as your state says okay, you could kill it in the third trimester. You could do it. So they made it illegal to kill your baby whenever you want. It could be a fully developed baby, and you could kill it, which is wrong. You shouldn't be able to kill a fully developed baby. And I'm not for complete restrictions, right? I believe a woman should have the ability to have an abortion, but not late term abortion. No, not late term abortion. That's crazy. But the law basically made it illegal to kill a baby whenever you want, right? So it's a good thing for this to get overturned. It's good for black people because black people is getting hit the hardest by this decision, by abortions, right? The founder of the Planned Parenthood, the founder, Margaret Sanger, search her up. She said she started Planned Parenthood with the agenda to kill and eliminate black people, and it's been working fine. It's been working very, very, very good, right? And she says this out her own mouth. Do your research. It's crazy. So much black people don't understand this, right? It's just like how most tobacco stores are by black people, most of the poor food stores are by black people, most of the liquor stores are by black people. Most abortion clinics are in black neighborhoods. They're in walking distance of black neighborhoods. 79% of them. Most of them are in black neighborhoods, right? And they did that for a reason because they're targeting black people. They was targeting black people to minimize the population of black people, and it's been working. And black people have been eating it all up, letting them do it, right? Black people fighting for their own destruction, fighting for their own elimination, right? It's so crazy. It's crazy. Like it's so crazy when I really look at how a lot of black people are thinking. Like they're not doing research. They're not understanding what's going on, right? And white black people are 5 times more likely um, to get an abortion. 5 times more likely to get an abortion than white people, black people, right? They're 5 times more likely to get an abortion than white people. And a lot of black people is like, oh, they're only doing this because the white race is going extinct and they're trying to preserve the right race. That could be part of it, but the white people is not getting hit the hardest by abortions. black people are getting hit the hardest by abortions. We're the ones that's gonna go extinct if we keep getting abortions, on top of killing each other, on top of all the sick and horrible foods that we eat, on top of all the other things that's coming together to eliminate us. We're the ones in danger, right? We're more endangered by abortions than white people, right? We get way more abortions than white people, right? So it's crazy how black people is is so upset about this, right? It should be a good thing, right? Right? This doesn't say that abortions is illegal. That's not what it says. Overturning the Roe versus Wade does not say abortions is illegal. It does not say that. It leaves it up to the state to decide, right? And most states are gonna decide that, okay, early term abortion is gonna be legal and late term abortion is gonna be illegal, right? Right, and it matters about the voters. The voters decide what they want. If they want to decide no abortions, they could decide that, right? But every state's gonna open up for abortions, right? They're just gonna be like, oh, you can't do it. You can't do it for you can't do late trimester abortions, right? That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna give you a couple weeks to get an abortion, like the Texas law right now. They give you 6 weeks to get an abortion, which I completely agree with, which I think every state should do. 6 weeks to get an abortion. That's more than enough time to decide, okay, whether you want to have a baby or not, right? You should not wait till the baby's fully developed to try to kill the baby. You are demonic if you want that right. If you want the right to kill a baby whenever you want, that's demonic. You are demonic, right? You should not be able to have that right. You should know, you should weigh the pros and cons of whether you want to have a baby early. Do it early. Don't wait till it's fully developed, right? And what made me so mad about abortions is when I find out that they sell aborted fetuses, right? You abort your fetus and they sell it, right? They sell it. They make money off your aborted fetuses, right? They go and sell these aborted fetuses to people, and they test on it. They do experiments on this little baby. They're doing experiments on your baby. They're cutting it apart, taking the eyes out, selling it, doing all type of experiments and all type of crazy, weird things with your aborted fetuses, right? Making money off your aborted fetuses, right? That's what really, really, really made me mad. And another thing that made me mad was Margaret Singer saying that, oh, she created abortions just to eliminate black people. And it's been working perfectly because most people that get abortions is black people. Most people that get abortions is black people, right? So to recap, the Roe versus Wade was a case in 19 something where the Texas law stated that you couldn't get an abortion unless it was incest, rape, or it was threatening your life, right? Which I don't completely agree with that. You should give them at least a couple weeks to get an abortion. You can't. I don't agree that you should say that they can't get an abortion unless it's those three, right? And the new Texas law that's in position right now is 6 weeks, which I completely agree with that. But the courts overturned a decision because the girl took it to court and said that you can have a late term abortion. They gave you the right to kill your baby whenever you want, which I completely disagree with. You should not be able to kill your baby, a fully developed baby. You should not have the right to kill it. No, I fully disagree with that, right? And you should too if you're a good person, if you're a sane person, if you have any kind of connection with God, destiny, if you have any compassion in your heart for kids, knowing that your aborted fetus is gonna be sold, tested on, cut up, and done all type of nefarious things too. Right, you should really care about that. But they overturned this law and said you can have late term abortions up to third trimester abortions, right? Right, they made it illegal to restrict first and second trimester abortions, right? Which I completely disagree with, right? You should be able to get an abortion, but it should not be late term abortion, right? And most states are gonna do that. They're gonna. Some states are gonna be like, they want second trimester abortion, which I'm not too much against it, but I think you should really make a decision early on in life. You don't want to wait till the baby's develop to be like, oh, I'm gonna kill this developed baby, right? I think that's very wrong, very evil. But this being overturned is a good thing for black people. It's a very good thing for black people because black people get more black people get more abortions than any other group in America, and we're like basically the smallest group in America. We're 14% of the population, and we get 40% of the abortions, right? Right, we're killing ourselves, right? We're committing suicide, right? We're killing our little babies, right? And our little babies are being sold, they're being tested on and doing all type of crazy things. They're being cut up and sold and being pieced together to try to create some Frankenstein science fiction stuff, right? This stuff is really happening. Do your research, right? Jeffrey Epstein was a part of all this stuff, right? Do your research, right? Researched Planned Parenthood selling babies, selling fetuses. All the evidence is out there. They've been caught multiple times. They've been caught on camera bragging about, oh yeah, I'm finna go buy this expensive car after I sell these couple babies, right? They're bragging about how they're gonna live good off of selling your little babies, right? Which is crazy. That's horrible, right? Do your research, then make a decision, right? Too many black people are upset about this, and this is a very, very good thing for Roe versus Wade to be overturned, right? Because it means late trimester abortions is not legal now. It should never have been legal, right? And for voting your state, make sure you're voting for your abortion laws to make sure your voice is heard, right? And no abortion law is gonna ever restrict is gonna ever tell you the most restrictive abortion law is gonna be like what the Texas was a long time ago, which is not the same today. But the Texas law a long time ago was you can only get an abortion if you're rape, incest, or threatening your health, right? And I still kind of agree with that, right? But the other side of me was like, okay, you should give them a little bit of leeway, right? Right? Which is the new Texas law gives you 6 weeks, which I completely agree with this law.